who was your man of the match?
I will give it to David Raya. David Raya, because when the team was down, when the team was on the rack, he made some amazing saves.
But I think Kai Havertz was immense today. I think he really did well and created chances for Arsenal, created space for other people to run into, knocked early passes to rushing players, held the ball well, got fouls for Arsenal as well.
So
And
one thing about Partey that's underrated is his control of the ball. His control of the ball
Transit TV back again to our Beyond the Scoreline series. Obviously, we just watched Arsenal beat Aston Villa away from home at the Villa Park 2-0. Again, Arsenal had the best away record last season in the league. This season they've been set up on a very strong away fixture. Just played Aston Villa next week, who will be Brighton, and they also be playing Tottenham and Manchester City. First 4 away games of the season, I think. And they're starting a very strong way. If you remember, Aston Villa beat Arsenal home and away last season. The only team to do that last season, 3-0 and 1-0. And a lot of people believe that that was the reason why Arsenal lost this game. And today, they have made a very strong statement to that. Though the first half of the game was a little bit lackluster from Arsenal. It wasn't really, they were not convincing. But again, this is what champions do. League winner, this is what they do, stay in the game, be strong defensively, and when they have their chances, they take them and go ahead and win the game. And that they have done today. My brother, you are welcome to the show. And how did you see this one?
I thought it was an amazing game, very absorbing, very interesting, full of intrigue. The game ebbed and flowed, and there was a lot of physicality in the first half, which made the game, we kind of broke up things. I could see Aston Villa with a direct approach. That usually bothers Arsenal. If you have people that can carry the ball and possess and are direct with their passing through the channels, putting pressure on the Arsenal defense. So they did that a lot in the first half. I think that Watkins isn't quite there physically for the league. He's still, trying to get back into that game shape, and he showed. But even at that, he had chances. So David Raya was immense. His saves pretty much won Arsenal this game. The centre backs were great. I thought the game was perhaps the best game I've seen so far this season in terms of everything you want to see in a game. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, you can say that. Let me just jump straight into it. Like I said, the series is Beyond the Scoreline. Minus the save that Raya did, what else would you think won this game for Arsenal today?
I would say defensive solidity, and taking your chances. I said that in the prediction the telecast yesterday that we had, the show that we had yesterday. It's about taking your chances. Aston Villa had chances to have given Arsenal some major body blows. David Raya saved Arsenal, and then Martinelli wasn't quite himself. He didn't do well in terms of putting pressure on his defender and creating chances. Trossard came in for his first touch, resulted in a goal. That made a lot of difference for Arsenal.
Yeah, talking about Trossard there, considering how he ended the last season and what he did in the summer, I remember one of our series, we said there was no way back for Martinelli. I was surprised that, Martinelli has started the 2 games so far. And I don't know about you, I'm going to say something about that, but what do you make about that celebration by Trossard? It looks like he's not happy in any way. And Martinelli is putting him on the bench on this, in the first game of the season against Fulham. That happened. Again, today, Martinelli started, and like you just mentioned, there was nothing good about Martinelli. I was thinking about the reason why that I would have made that decision. The only thing I came to is maybe when you go away on in this league against the big sides, you probably need players that can help you on the counter. But most times, like you said, is your defense that helps you to get results on the way from. So Martinelli offers you those legs, but effectiveness is not really been that. And I expect Trossard to start the next game. So I don't know, what do you think is that is making him start Martinelli ahead of Trossard?
I think you said it right. He offers legs, and he offers space. He puts pressure on the defense. Though he doesn't chip in with his first share of goals. I mean, he hasn't done that in 2 seasons. But having said that, I can still, I don't blame the coach for starting him. I just think he needs to do better. Maybe the coach is trying to put that confidence back in him. Maybe it's a goal or two will transform his play and transform his season and really improve his confidence. So I wouldn't be surprised if the coach starts him again in the next game. I would not be, and I would not blame the coach. Martinelli just needs to step up and give himself some better confidence and be more effective for the team, and he'll be better off for it.
Yeah, another thing is, like, again, Arsenal won, but there are still going to be changes that you can see in the games that are not, coming from that decision that you think you should change. For me, I feel that Declan Rice is not comfortable on the left 8 position, which is the reason why probably they're going for Merino. Partey, of course, doctored this game today, but you still see that physically that he's struggling too. So we need that his quality. Aston needs that his quality in the midfield. But in terms of legs, doesn't need to be exposed. So are there any tweaks? Because honestly, like you said, in the first half, Aston really struggled to stand authority on Villa. You said it yesterday in the game show that it's going to be very tight, and it was tight. But I still feel that Arsenal in this game would have done better in the first half. If you have anything better should adjust.
Your point is clear. I mean, good. I think that Partey had an immense thing, right? Physicality happens. One thing about Partey that's underrated is his control of the ball. His control of the ball and his passing takes a lot of pressure off the team, right? And that's what he contributes. He may not have the so-called legs, but the way that he protects the ball, the way that he passes the ball, the way that he moves stuff really makes a difference for the team. And that's why he's being played. Now, it's a long season, right? And so whenever a player is being useful and helping the team, let the player play. There will be instances where Jorginho will become really key and useful for a run of games. I think the same thing will happen for Rice, same thing will happen for Merino and Partey. We need to just use our squad. That's my point. Right now, let's not tweak a system that's working. Yes, let Partey continue to do what he's doing. When you see that there are large swaths of space starting to appear in our games, then you can talk about switching and changes.
Yeah, another thing I found out again in the first game too, for a coach that is as tactical as Emery, I was surprised because Saka was level on one on the defender. Last season we saw a lot of teams double on him. I've seen it now against Fulham. They made the same mistake. Left Saka to himself with a defender, and Aston Villa did that today. Did that surprise you? Is it that people are underrating Saka, or they don't understand the threat that he poses for opponents?
No, I don't think he's underrating. I think he's trusting the fullback. When you buy players, you want to trust them. Emery is trusting whoever he has put on Saka to be able to do the job and not have to need someone else all the time. And I thought the person did a good job of fouling Saka. Saka is who he is. If you're going to match up with Arsenal, you need to devise a way of trusting a defender that can match him one-on-one for you to be able to have men to create chances. So that's what I think is the case there. Yeah,
this talk is not going to go away. Arsenal needs a striker. Arsenal needs 25 goal a season striker, 46 goal a season striker to win the league. But I think Kai Havertz was immense today. I think he really did well and created chances for Arsenal, created space for other people to run into, knocked early passes to rushing players, held the ball well, got fouls for Arsenal as well. And like I was saying off air, yes, you can there are better strikers that can score you more goals, but we don't be able to do other things that Kai Havertz does off the pitch and when the team doesn't have the ball to possession. So I don't know, again, it's coming up again. What did you think about Kai Havertz today? And do you think a different striker would have made the difference for Arsenal?
It's a tricky one, very tricky one. You said it right, and that was the same argument that was profiled for Lacazette when he was Arsenal. He did a lot of work around the 18-yard box, running, creating chances, linking up play, opening up spaces. Now wasn't there to finish. The difference is that Kai Havertz shows up in the 18-yard box. He does that pretty well. It's just the clinical edge to finish 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 chances that's missing. So I think he's doing his job. I think this Arsenal team isn't primed to depend on one striker to score goals. As you can see today, who got the 2 goals? We got Trossard and a midfielder. Yeah, so win your games, create chances. Whoever is at the end of those chances, puts it away. You get your W, get your 0 clean sheet, and you move on. And that's all we need to move forward. I think the football is a simple game. I think people overanalyze stuff. And it's good, yes, for social media, it's good for the press, it creates all the sensationalism. But if you have a team that has a self-belief that this Arsenal team has, and there's understanding, everybody chips in, right? That's why I can understand that Trossard isn't happy that he's not starting, but I can also see that he's a team player. After the game, you could see everybody rejoicing together, right? Everybody does their fair bit. The team wins at the end of the day. Everybody takes the credit.
Yeah, at the end of first half, Saliba was first in everything. Most tackles, most touches, most passes, most completed passes percentage, most duels won. And last season, Arsenal was very, very strong defensively, and that was what pushed them to the wire. This season again, and in this game, like I said, Saliba was immense. The Bell did well as well, but Saliba, I don't know, do you think Arsenal winning or losing this league this season, again, will depend on the defense?
I think it will depend on the defense. Like someone rightly said on social media, I think was a smart way of analyzing Arsenal, that Arteta is more primed. He wants to build his win. If he wins the league, it will be built more on defense than offense, right? That's where he's a bit different from Pep. Pep is built on offense. That offense stifles you and kills you so much that you don't create chances. And the defense looks great because of that. But on the other hand, Arsenal is primed on defense. If you see the way the guys celebrate clean sheets, celebrate misses by the opponents, celebrate saves, celebrate tackles in the 18-yard box, you can see that the team wants to defend. They enjoy defense. And that's what matters. When your team starts to enjoy defending, yes, then you're almost there. And I love what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And our viewers, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. At this point, we want to remind you, like and as well share this video out there for people to see. And we also want to see or hear your own views to these things that these points that we've raised here today. Arsenal has had a very, very strong start to the season. A lot of people have thought that they're going to go away. But from the way we've seen this team today, the team is not going away. So let us know in the comment section what you think about this game today, especially the fact that David Raya, they had the save that he made. There's an argument out there to the Martinez is a better keeper than David Raya. We saw the first goal by Trossard. It looked like if it was Raya, he was going to save that ball. So let's know what you think in the comment section about this game. But before we go, who was your man of the match?
I will give it to David Raya. David Raya, because when the team was down, when the team was on the rack, he made some amazing saves and gave the team life. And at the point that he made that save, a thought crossed my head and said, yeah, this may be Arsenal's day. This may be when the opponent gets this kind of opportunity, this kind of difficult opponent with history gets this opportunity and misses, then you have a chance. And
that was what happened to Arsenal so against Aston Villa last season. Exactly the same way. Arsenal had chances, they couldn't put them away. Villa had theirs and put them away, and the rest became history. So our viewers, like you said, let us also know in the comment section who was your man of the match for this game. I will go with my brother Ubum as well, and if there is any contest to it, I will say William Saliba. So that's how we saw it today. We look out for the entire weekend roundup that we usually drop on Tuesday morning. We'll be having that recording on Monday evening. I will be giving you our views on all the other games. City won 4-1 against Ipswich, and Chelsea will be playing tomorrow. Manchester United lost this morning as well. So we'll be giving you a roundup of all those games come Monday, and that video will be dropping on Tuesday morning. So look out for it on the channel, and we'll see you again next time. Ciao.